Charlotte Flair fans would go absolutely batshit crazy if WWE did this. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is and what it may not be what you think it is. Because Charlotte Flair is returning. Heck, by the time you hear this video, she might even be back on television. Although, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she returns at the Royal Rumble. It doesn't matter when she returns to WWE TV. It depends, and it all matters on what they do with Charlotte Flair when she returns to WWE television, because it has been over a year now that we have not seen Charlotte Flair on WWE television, tearing her ACL, MCL, and meniscus in December 2023 in a match against Asuka on Friday Night SmackDown. The Queen has been absent, but throughout it, she has kept fans in the loop. She has continuously updated fans through social media posts, through photos, through videos, letting you know that the Queen is not too far away from returning. And that backs up multiple reports, whether it's Fightful, Meltzer, PW Insider, you name it, that have stated in WrestleVotes that Charlotte Flair is on her way back. Some people speculated that it could have been at Saturday Night's main event in December. Obviously, that didn't happen. It doesn't matter when she returns, it matters what they do when she returns. Now, I should state that Charlotte Flair is a massive favorite to win this year's Women's Royal Rumble match, and it makes sense. She's one of their top stars. She's probably their biggest star in the women's division, and she has always been pushed at the top of the card. They do this quite often. They'll have her win a championship, lose a championship, go on a little bit of a hiatus, win a championship, lose a championship, and I digress. Last time we saw Charlotte Flair, she was a babyface, although I'm secretly hoping that she comes back as a heel. Now, that leads us to today's video, because there was an interesting report that went around, and it came from WrestleVotes, who reported that the idea of doing Charlotte Flair stepping into the ring for the very first time ever with Tiffany Stratton has been discussed internally. The Women's Championship on the line at WrestleMania 41? Sign me up. Now, it should be noted that plans have yet to be locked in and a decision has yet to be made. This comes after WWE has discussed matches such as Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, Gunther versus Logan Paul, as well as Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Mania is still a few months away. However, if we connect the dots, if we look into our crystal ball, well, it makes sense. And here's the reason why y'all are going to go crazy. The fact of the matter is, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton is a money, not Mercedes Moné kind of money, but money type of match. It's the first time ever these two stars have never touched. They've never touched. They've never had a wrestling match. Nothing. Heck, they probably haven't even stepped in the same ring together. It's a money match because they have positioned Tiffany Stratton as the next big thing. From NXT to the main roster, cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase a few weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown on Nia Jax, going up against probably someone that she looks up to, probably an idol. Now, both stars have entertained the idea. Both stars, more importantly, have expressed interest in doing such a match. Whether it's because of their looks, their styles, or their personas, it's a match in which fans have wanted to see for quite some time. You take into the consideration that Charlotte Flair was last seen as a babyface and is returning to WWE television after over a year hiatus. I think it's safe to say that it's very likely that she's going to be brought back as a babyface. Okay? I prefer her as a heel, but I digress. That's what they're going to do. You have Tiffany Stratton, who is a heel. Babyface versus heel. Charlotte Flair is expected to have a huge return when she comes back. The fact that she's a Royal Rumble favorite, are they really going to take the title off of Tiffany Stratton between now and WrestleMania? Considering she just won it? That's 3-4 months away? I don't think so. So I think this report lines up very, very well. I think this report gives a lot of indication, a lot of credence to what WWE may do. I love the idea. I'm for the idea. I think they should absolutely book it. Now, if it's up to me, I would have Charlotte Flair as a heel. I think she's a better heel. There are some people in this world that are just more likable than others. Charlotte Flair doesn't come across as the most likable individual in the world. That's not to say she's a bad person. That's not to say that she's a great person. I don't know her, and I'm not going to pretend to know her. Tiffany Stratton, same characteristics. Look, Tiffany Stratton's going to be around for a long time. She just got started a few years ago, right? 2021, 2022 is when she really started to make appearances on NXT television, right? Her feud with Becky Lynch down in NXT for the NXT Women's Championship was massive for her career. And putting her in a match with Charlotte Flair is a big deal. Putting her in a championship match with Charlotte Flair is a big deal. Putting her in a championship match where Charlotte Flair is trying to get another notch on her belt of breaking the world title record of 16. I believe she's a 14-time champion right now. Someone will correct me down in the comments there below. At WrestleMania? That's massive. That is massive. So, if they can do it, if they can pull it off, which I don't see a reason as to why they couldn't do Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton, then go for it. Go for it. Because if Charlotte Flair goes over Tiffany Stratton, okay, it's predictable. If Tiffany Stratton puts over Charlotte Flair, while it's predictable, it's also probably the right call considering, Charlotte Flair, she made her big return. She won the Royal Rumble. And if she's a babyface, then why not, right? Like, you get the title off of a heel. However, there's a flip side to that coin. If you opt and you say, okay, we're going to have Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton, the title will be on the line, WrestleMania 41. Whoa, big deal. But we're not going to do a title change. We're going to keep the championship on Tiffany Stratton. We're going to use Charlotte Flair as a springboard, right? Because Tiffany Stratton's going to get a rub from working with Charlotte Flair regardless. I have no doubt that will happen. But if you can do Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair with Tiffany Stratton going over, retaining the title, then that gives us a different set of talking points. That is a massive, massive win for Tiffany Stratton fans, and those who expect, like myself, big things from Tiffany Stratton. It's a win-win, regardless. It's a very likely scenario. And I'm very, very intrigued to see where they go with this feud. Let me know down in the comments there below. What do y'all think? Do you like this match? Do you hate this match? Who you got? Tiffany? Charlotte? Let me know down in the comments there below. Hit that like button, subscribe button. See y'all later.